Hey folks, Matt from artoftheimage.com. Canon T6i versus Canon T6s. Had some questions, viewers asking, what's the big differences here and are the differences worth it? Basically, there are three main differences that I can see between the 6S and the 6i, between the T6i Canon and the Canon T6s. The first would be the info screen on the top plate. You get that on the 6S, you don't get that on the 6i. For those of us that are used to shooting with bodies that have that info screen, usually a little higher up the chain bodies, more professional bodies, and you're interested in working with either the 6i or the 6S. The 6S is probably going to be more comfortable, more familiar to you because you have that screen there, and it does provide. I like to have that screen on there. I don't know, maybe some of you out there don't mind not having it and it's not a factor that will influence your decision. For me, it would. The next one is the quick control dial. The T6S has it, the T6i does not. Again, it's something that you probably could live without. For me, I'd rather have it than not have it. And we'll look at the price difference between these, and then you just have to decide for you, do all these things add up enough to make the price difference? For me, I think they do, but let's look at the third one on our list. The third one is servo AF in live view. So, that option to use the servo AF in the live view setting so that you're able to have continuous AF in burst mode. I don't know if that's a biggie for me, but again, when you package it in with the other three, it's not something I probably would want to leave out. If it was the only thing, I wouldn't be buying the 6S over the 6i for that. But considering the other two, the first two we listed, I think all in all, when we look at the price, which is obviously where we need to go to next, price, let me see here. I've got, it looks like the MSRP on these is $849 for the 6S and $749 for the 6i. That can be a tough call for some people if they're on a budget, because that extra $100 could basically get you, a 50mm f1.8, which could make all the difference in having that nice lens versus just a kit lens. For me, I think I would spend the extra $100 on the 6S. I'm not sure though that I wouldn't get a used 70D in that price range, or even lower maybe, over the 6S. So it's always hard to tell what your own, what's your budget like? How tight is your budget? How important are these features? These features to me for $100 I think are probably worth it. But again, I might also consider a used 70D, which is something I'll throw out there if you're considering it, not to muddy the decision, but just so that you can maybe think of another option and not be afterwards going, oh, I wish I had done that. But anyways, between the 6S and the 6i, I myself would probably spend the extra $100 to get the 6S. Something else to consider, you may want to wait, because I'm sure, if you need this right away, fine, that's probably what the prices are. Over time, over the next few months, you're going to see a sale of some sort probably, and maybe the 6S will come down in price and be the same price as the 6i. Maybe they'll both be offered at a lesser price, so it still might give you something you have to choose between. But the 6S on sale might be a great deal too. It just comes down to those three things. Three things. Do you need them? Do you feel you need them? Is this something you want for that additional cost? If you have any comments, questions, leave them below. Is it important to you, those three things? Is there one that's more important, that's an absolute, clinches the deal for you? Let us know in the comments. Let's have a discussion on the 6S and the 6i. Maybe you can help out the viewers that are trying to decide on which way to go here. Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned. We'll be back soon with some more videos, some more articles. We'll keep up to date with what's going on in the world of photography, videography, and technology right here at artoftheimage.com. Thanks a lot, folks.